I'm about to do your Cancer love reading for September 2022, and in this Cancer tarot reading, we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. Cancer, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Cancer love reading. If this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Cancer tarot reading for you. Let's get on with this Cancer love reading today, because today we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest here in September 2022. I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you. Then I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Cancer, 3 cards for your person, and then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. Now, I do want to apologize in advance that it has been so long since I've done a Cancer reading for you. I've been sick as a dog for, it seems like 2 or 3 months now. I had COVID twice. My son had COVID. Like, once he finally got over it, then I got it again. So it's just been a mess. This is about the second day now where I haven't felt like just absolute hammered death. So I'm doing my best to get back to the readings as quickly as I possibly can. So sorry you've had to wait so long, but there wasn't anything I could do about it. So let's get on with this Cancer love reading today, and let's start by getting one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Cancer and their romantic person of interest here in September 2022, please. Okay, we're not taking 3, we're getting 1, please. Let's get 1 card for what's going on. There we go. Let's get 3 cards for you, Cancer. What's going on with Cancer as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between them in September 2022, please? Let's get 1 more. What's going on with Cancer as it relates to their person? Okay, we'll take those 2 together. Let's get 3 cards for your person. What is going on with Cancer's romantic person of interest as it relates to Cancer and the connection between them here in September 2022, please? Let's get 1 more. Now, let's get 1 more for Cancer's person, please. What's going on with Cancer's romantic person of interest? Thank you. All right. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the Star. This is Aquarius energy. This is a really good energy to have as the overall energy. This is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. This is also card 17 of the Major Arcana, which is the card that comes immediately following the Tower in the sequence of the Major Arcana. So you don't ever make it to the Star without going through a Tower moment of some kind first. When that Tower happens and everything comes apart, it all comes crashing down all around you, everything's different than it was the day before. It's really hard to see your path moving forward from something like that. The Star is the guiding light from the universe that shows up to light the way for you so you can see your path moving forward. This is where hope comes from. It's where healing comes from. In a love reading, this can signify the one for you, as in, like, this person is the one for you, or at least feeling that way. A lot of times for me, this just represents hope that something can be healed here, putting it back together. I think that might be what's going on. Right under that, we have the Page of Swords. Pages are messengers, so this represents news, messages, communications, probably about healing the connection here. This is also an energy of someone who is trying to learn something or trying to figure something out. So this could be a case that overall gist of what it's going to talk to me about is that we're trying to figure out how to heal this connection, figure out if we can put this back together or not. Looks to me like that's probably what's going on, at least on the surface here. Now, this mutual point of interest is shared energy that's affecting both of you in some way. It doesn't always have to affect you both exactly the same way, although it totally can, but the mutual point of interest between you and your person here in September 2022, Cancer, is the Queen of Cups. This is Cancer energy. This represents that there is a lot of love and emotions between the two of you. The Queen of Cups really wants to pour her love and her emotions into someone. This is the most intuitive queen in the deck. This is looking pretty good so far, I'll be honest with you, which is refreshing because the last couple readings haven't looked all that great. So tell me more about this Queen of Cups, please. Why is the Queen of Cups the mutual point of interest between Cancer and their romantic person of interest? Okay, we're taking an extra card here. What do we got? Nice. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. Now, this is the sword of victory. It's the sword of truth. It's the sword of clarity. This is also the sword you would use to make a decision with. The word decision, the Latin word that word comes from, literally means to cut off, as in to cut off the other options to where you're only left with one option. That's how you make an actual decision. A lot of times in a reading, this can indicate that there's been a severing in a connection, but this is feeling more like the truth coming out about how much love there is between the two of you. So that's a good thing. I've got the Emperor right underneath that. This is Aries energy. This is the Aries Major Arcana card. This is a kind of a card of like taking charge of a situation, taking control of a situation. The Emperor knows what he wants. He goes after it. He's a master manifester, so he's got all the tools, all the abilities, all the resources to put together a plan to get what he wants and then to execute that plan to get what he wants. So this Ace of Swords is either a new idea about getting what you want, or it's about speaking the truth and taking control of the situation. Yeah, I think that's it. We have Justice next, the Libra Major Arcana card. This is the most powerful card of balance in the tarot deck. This is about doing the right, fair, just thing. This is also about using this sword. The Ace of Swords is in the card, and in this card it's used to sever something that's not in balance, so balance can be restored, and then the right, fair, just thing can happen. Like what's supposed to happen can happen. This looks like we're trying to take control of this situation and balance things out. Just the fact that Justice is here usually tells me that something unfair and unjust occurred at some point, probably in the past. It's 3 cards down. We're trying to take control of that and balance it back out. I think there's still some fear, worry, and anxiety under the surface of all of it, though, based on whatever it was that happened between the two of you. Clearly, there was a tower. We've got the stars, the overall energy. This Nine of Swords is Gemini energy. This is fear, worry, anxiety, thinking about something over and over and over again with all this fear and worry and anxiety behind the thinking, and doing that to the point that it's becoming physically stressful. This is a card of sleepless nights. It's a card of not necessarily wanting to face the situation that's in front of you because it's so bad, or at least you think it's that bad. Let's see what we got going on here. Definitely still a lot of love in this connection, because to clarify this Queen of Cups, we have the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. So we're clarifying a cup. We got a cup as the first clarifier and another cup as the last clarifier, and we're actually going Queen, Knight, 10 here. So we're good. That's pretty good. That's like a lot of good, powerful cup energy there. A lot of love and emotions here. Knights are action takers, and cups are about love and emotions. So this is actions toward love and emotions, taking romantic gestures, making a romantic offer, trying to move forward in a love connection, trying to advance the cup of love, move the connection forward. We have the Eight of Pentacles, which is a Virgo energy of work. It's about putting in the work on something, putting in the time, effort, and energy on something to get what you want, or at the very least being willing to put in the work, the time, effort, and energy on something in terms of advancing this connection, in terms of giving love, in terms of probably trying to heal this connection. Eight of Wands is Sagittarius energy. This is the second fastest moving energy in the tarot deck. This is rapid forward movement, rapid progress on something that there's passion and desire for, rapid back and forth, passionate communication. Sometimes this is a card of travel. We have a Knight here, which can sometimes signify travel as well. Sometimes this can be just like a whole lot of energy coming at you all at one time, almost like overwhelming or being too much to process, too much to handle all at once. It would be like trying to take a drink of water out of a fire hose. It's just too much. I'm feeling like we got 2 8s in a row here. I'm feeling like we're putting in work on trying to advance this connection, on trying to heal this connection, or at least trying to figure out how to do that, what actions can be taken related to that. I do see the Tower right under that and Death right under that. So we got a lot of powerful major arcana energy here. Again, I said, well, you don't make it to the Star without going through the Tower. There's the Tower about 4 cards deep in there. So definitely in the past we had some sort of falling out, some sort of a collapse in the connection. Death, Scorpio energy, like massive transformation taking place here. 10 of Cups is Pisces energy. This is most people's goal in terms of love and emotions and relationships. This is the happy fairy tale ending card, the happy fairy tale love connection card. True love, if you will. So a lot of love and emotions here. It looks like we're putting in work and making a lot of rapid progress on advancing this love connection here, on healing this connection, on trying to get back to this 10 of Cups here. Now that's the overall energy, or excuse me, the shared energy that's affecting both of you. I will come back to this as I go through your energy, Cancer, and then I can see how it relates to you. I'll come back to it again when I go through your person's energy so I can see how it relates to them. But that's the shared energy affecting you both, mutual point of interest. Cancer, your energy in this connection for September 2022 is the Emperor, which we've already seen, the Hierophant, and then these two came out together for you, the 8 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. We already saw this Emperor. This is Aries energy of taking control, taking charge of a situation, putting together a plan to get what it is that you want, executing that plan to get what you want. Sometimes the negative side of this is it can be an overbearing, controlling type of an energy here. So tell me more about the Emperor, please. Why is the Emperor here? It's Cancer's first card in this connection. Okay. Nice. Bottom of the deck. Queen of Cups. Again, that was the mutual point of interest between the two of you here in September. This is a Cancer card. Again, this signifies that, at least for you, there is a lot of love and emotion still left in this connection. Now, the Queen of Cups has a lid on her cup, and she does that as a way to protect her emotions from getting contaminated. I'm assuming at some point in the past something happened to get in her emotions and hurt her and cause her some pain, some grief. So now she keeps a lid on the cup to prevent that from happening again. But what she really wants to do is take the lid off the cup and pour her love and emotions into someone. Yeah, definitely something contaminated your emotions, Cancer. I've got the 3 of Swords right under that. Libra energy of heartbreak and sadness, usually from a third energy. Now that third energy is not always a romantic third party, although it definitely can be. Anything that we humans do enough of, pour enough of ourselves into, is going to start carrying its own energy. So work can create that third energy. Going to school can create that third energy. It can be external people like nosy friends, family members, people sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. Literally anything can be that third energy. It can be an addiction, anything like that. But there was definitely something heartbreaking going on here. Probably hurt you a little bit, not enough to kill the love that you have for this person. We're still looking at trying to heal it, trying to figure out how to advance it and get back to that 10 of Cups. How to take control of this situation and put together a plan to get what it is that you actually want and then execute that plan. So it looks like what you're wanting is to pour your love into this person, advance it, and heal it. To clarify the Emperor, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the 3 of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune, in terms of zodiac signs, this would represent the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. This can be divine timing, this can be fate, this can be destiny, like a fated event. A lot of times this will represent the universe trying to turn this wheel in the background, trying to make sure things line up in the way that they're supposed to, so that what's supposed to happen can actually happen. And for me, that's usually what this card means, that what's supposed to happen is going to happen. Really ain't a lot you could do about it, no matter how much you try to step into this Emperor energy and take control. I think the control at this point is probably beyond you. What's going to happen is going to happen. Next we have the 3 of Wands, which is more Aries energy. This is a card of waiting. In the 2 of Wands, the card right before this, you're at a fork in the road, like a crossroads in your life or a crossroads in this connection. And that 2 of Wands is about trying to decide, what is it that I actually want? Which path do I need to go down to get what I want? And which path do I need to leave behind to get what I want? Well, in this 3 of Wands here, that decision has already been made. The path's been chosen, actions have already been taken in that direction, and you're moving forward towards something that you want with the full expectancy that what you want is actually going to happen. This is about being like at the beginning stages of manifesting what you want, but being in that spot where it hasn't actually materialized in the physical reality yet, and you're still finding yourself kind of waiting on it to happen. I've got 2 cards in a row about divine timing and waiting. So regardless of how much control you're trying to exert here, it looks like you're still waiting on what's supposed to happen. Still probably expecting the Ace of Cups, which is either a new beginning in love and emotions. Maybe you're waiting on a new beginning. Maybe you've set some boundaries here in this Emperor energy and you're drawing the line in the sand, but this looks more to me like you're trying to get what you want, which is actually this starting over at square one in terms of love and emotions in this connection. You're just kind of waiting on that to take place, wanting to pour your cup of love into someone here, but still having this heartbreak and sadness, still trying to figure out what to do. We already saw this Knight of Swords right under the star here, trying to figure out how to heal it, trying to figure out what to do about this heartbreak. I've got Temperance next, which is Sagittarius's major arcana card. This is a card of patience, and I know, frustrating as hell. I keep getting slammed with these same 3 cards myself. Patience, 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 and I'm so sick and tired of being patient right now. But that's what this is talking about. This is also a card of reconciliation. In tarot, cups and water represent love and emotions. And here, the love and emotions have been separated into 2 different cups. And this angel is recombining the love, mixing it all back together. But it's about being patient doing that and not dumping it all back together all at once. It's about doing it little bits at a time, and then being willing to take a step back and look at the big picture before you come back in to make some fine-tuning adjustments in terms of trying to reconcile this. And I think there probably is an opportunity to do that, and at the same time there's probably still an internal conflict. This 5 of Wands is Leo energy. This 5s are conflict. Wands are about desire and passion, so this is a conflict in your desires, like an internal conflict where a piece of you probably wants to heal this and fix it, and another piece of you probably wants the opposite of that. I don't really see that in the energy here yet, but this is definitely, now this could be a case where you want one thing and your person wants pretty much the opposite of that, but there is some sort of a conflict in desires underlying all of this, trying to take control and the heartbreak and trying to reconcile things. Now, central to your energy in this connection, Cancer, we have Faith, or the Hierophant card. This deck just calls it Faith. This is the Taurus Major Arcana card. I've seen a lot of Major Arcana cards so far. This is a card of commitment. It's about taking things to the next level from wherever they are. Sometimes this is a marriage card. So let's take a look at that. Tell me more about the Hierophant. Why is that central to Cancer's energy in this connection, please? I'll be damned. Yeah, I see. All right. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. This is about taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break. It's about going inside yourself to do some thinking or some healing, trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. Yeah, trying to figure out what to do about taking control of this, moving forward to get what you want, trying to figure out what your plan is to get what you want, figure out how to execute your plan to get what you want, which would appear to be some sort of a commitment, like being in a committed connection with this person. To clarify the Hierophant, I got the 2 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, and this pesky Knight of Pentacles here. I call it pesky because I also keep getting that card myself, and it's frustrating. This 2 of Cups is Cancer energy. This is a love connection between 2 people. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected. But it is a 2, and in tarot, 2s represent needing to make some sort of a choice, either in this connection or a choice about this connection, or even a choice between more than one person here. Now, it's sitting right next to this Wheel of Fortune, and directly below the Hierophant. So this could be telling me that this connection is what's supposed to happen, or at least in terms of how you are energetically feeling about it, this could be what it's telling me here. Could be just saying it's just a matter of time until there is a commitment in this connection, and you just got to chill out and take a break from this Emperor energy of trying to control it. I've got Justice right underneath that again, and this Nine of Swords right underneath that again. Same exact order that I saw those in earlier, I believe. Fear, worry, and anxiety. So whatever it was that happened between the two of you, that's still brewing in your mind below the surface of things, probably stressing you out a little bit. And it looks like this is why the Five of Swords is Aquarius energy. Again, fives are conflict. This is either a conflict in thoughts, or this is a conflict in communications, like bitter words being spoken, an argument, cutting each other with your tongues, using your tongues like swords to inflict damage on each other. At its core, this is really like a mentally and psychologically painful situation or event. So we had something go wrong here in this connection, obviously. We know there was a Tower. We got the Star. Trying to put the work in on this. Next, we have the Three of Cups, which is more Cancer energy. I've seen your energy all over the place. Mutual point of interest. Saw it on the bottom of the deck, clarifying the Emperor. Got two Cancer cards here in this column of cards. This is reconciliation energy. It's about being reunited and celebrating. Now, another meaning for this card, though, is it can represent a third-party love connection, because we do have three cups of love in the picture here. It's also directly touching this Five of Swords, this painful situation or event. So it could be that there was a connection, a committed connection between the two of you, and then some third party came in, caused a painful situation, caused waiting for the cup to be filled back up again. But it also looks to me like what you really want is the cup filled back up, to be able to pour the cup of love into your person and reconcile the situation. I've seen two cards about reconciliation already. But then we got this pesky Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. This is very slow forward movement, like one step at a time, one foot in front of the other, not being in a hurry, not being in a rush. The good thing about the Knight of Pentacles is that when he finally gets here, he's not skipping steps, he's not rushing through things and making a bunch of mistakes because he's moving too fast. So when he shows up, he has the real deal. The problem is he's so damn slow that from your shoes, from where you're sitting, from your point of view, it may feel like nothing's happening, nothing's moving at all, when in fact it is. It's just going really, really slow. A lot of times when someone is in this Knight of Pentacles energy, it feels more like the Hanged Man. It feels like things are actually stuck when they're not. It's just really nuanced and hard to tell the difference a lot of times. So I've got three cards of like waiting, trying to be patient. We saw that Temperance card, so that's the fourth card now I've seen about trying to be patient with something. The final card we have for you in September 2022, Cancer, actually you got two. You got the Eight of Wands and the Four of Swords. Yet again, Four of Swords was just here on the bottom of the deck. This Eight of Wands we've already seen here in the shared energy affecting you both. It is rapid forward movement on something, rapid progress on something. It can indicate travel. It can indicate rapid back and forth passionate communication. It can also just indicate being overwhelmed, like this is too much to process all at one time. It's like taking a drink out of a fire hose. And then we've got this Four of Swords, again indicating it's time to take a step back, it's time to pause, it's time to rest and relax, go inside yourself, heal something. I've got three cards out here right now indicating that it's time to heal something. So tell me more about this Eight of Wands, Four of Swords, please. Why is that here in Cancer's energy for September 2022? Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. Second ace I've seen for you, actually third, because we had the Ace of Swords at the very beginning. The Ace of Pentacles represents a practical, tangible opportunity being presented to you by the universe. This is the seed that has the potential to grow into the Ten of Pentacles that we all want, that maximum stability and abundance and prosperity that we all want, that stable happy home life that we all want. The Ten of Pentacles is even like combining together two people or two families and all their assets and resources into one. Can indicate marriage in and of itself. The 10 can. We've got the Hierophant out here already. Now this is not the 10 of Pentacles in and of itself. This has got the potential to get there. It's going to take work. It's going to take time, effort, and energy to go from the seed to the full-blown 10 that you're after. But the good news is here in the shared energy that's affecting you both, we have that work. We have the time, effort, energy being put in, or at least the willingness to do that. And I think we're trying to figure out what to do about an opportunity, or figure out how to get this opportunity here. I'm getting the distinct impression that you're wanting things to move a lot faster than they actually are moving right now. To clarify this Eight of Wands, Four of Swords, I have the Hermit, the Six of Pentacles, and Judgment. Again, a lot of major arcana out here. The Hermit is Virgo energy. This is a card of withdrawal and isolation. It's about being forced to go inside yourself, to do some soul searching, to do some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation. The star is actually what's in the Hermit's lantern. We have the star as the overall energy. This is about using the light of the star to shine it down inside yourself, to do some introspection, which again is kind of what this Four of Swords is about. This is the minor arcana version of the Hermit. This is a lot more powerful. Like the Four of Swords is a choice. This is something where you choose to go inside yourself. You choose to take a break and think about something. The Hermit is not a choice. No one voluntarily chooses to go into hermit mode. Something happens and it forces you there. Usually what happens to force you there is a Tower or a Five of Swords or a Ten of Swords or something bad like that. We know there was a Tower because we've got the star as the overall energy. And like I said, 4 cards deep here, we've got the Tower. We've got the Five of Swords here as the center card in your energy. Definitely something painful took place for you. It looks like it may have forced you into hermit mode. A lot of times this will indicate that there is no communication between the two of you right now. And if there is, it's different than it used to be. It's not nearly as much or the same that it was. I don't know, I've got Eight of Wands out here twice, and I've seen a couple of Page of Swords here. So there could be communication. If there is, I don't feel like it's the same as it used to be. It could be a case where I don't actually have those pages out here. They're still buried in the bottom of the deck. So it may be that the communication, actually it's the second card down in both decks. So that tells me that the communication is coming if it's not already happening. Six of Pentacles is more Taurus energy. This is a card of balance. This is about equal give and take. It's generosity, reciprocity. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. It's about trying to balance something out. Now, the negative aspect of this is sometimes it can represent the merchant giving to two, as in your person giving to you and someone else. That's sitting directly next to this Five of Swords energy. And right below that is this Three of Cups energy. So it's entirely possible that we did at some point in the past have a third party situation going on, and that seems to be what we're trying to heal, what we're trying to balance out. Judgment is the final clarifier for you. This is a very powerful decision here. This is passing your own final verdict and judgment on a situation. Usually in a love reading, this would mean we're either going to call this dead and over with, or we're going to resurrect this. We're going to bring it back from the grave, and we're going to transform this in a way so that it's never that way ever again. Looks like that's what we're going for here. I've got 2 reconciliation cards right next to each other. The other card about reconciliation is Temperance, which we've already seen. So I've seen all 3 reconciliation cards already. Got the star as the overall energy. So that is your energy in this connection for September 2022, Cancer. Let's scoot this over a little bit and take a look at your person's energy, because in their energy we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. This Nine of Pentacles is Virgo energy. I feel like I've said Virgo 3 times or so. Let me see, we've got Taurus out here a couple of times. We've got Sagittarius a couple of times. We got quite a bit of Cancer. We got quite a bit of Aries out here. A little bit of fixed sign energy. Aquarius a few times now. A little bit of Leo. You could be dealing with any of those signs. This is a general collective reading, so it's going to be almost impossible for me to pin down exactly who you're dealing with. So I'm just going to continue to call out all the signs that stick out to me, just in case they mean anything to you. But this is Virgo energy. This is a singles energy. This is with you or without you or in spite of you. I'm single and abundant and prosperous in my own right. I don't need someone to physically take care of me. I don't need someone to financially take care of me. I can do all that on my own. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that your person wants to be single. It could represent that at some point they were acting as if they were single when they weren't. This could represent that just right now your person still is single. It's like we're trying to heal that and trying to figure out what to do about that. It looks like they still have a lot of love and emotions for you and do have the willingness to put the work in to advance this and move us forward toward this 10 of Cups happy fairy tale ending. So that's looking good. Tell me about this 9 of Pentacles, please. Why is the 9 of Pentacles here? Cancer's person in September 2022, please. Let's get one more. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. Again, news, messages, communications. This can be speaking the truth. He's facing the past, so this could be trying to think about something from the past, trying to look at the truth about the past, trying to communicate something about the past. This is, like I said, an energy of someone who's trying to learn something or figure something out, possibly about being single here. Ooh, got the 3 of Swords right under that. Libra energy, heartbreak and sadness from the 3rd energy. Again, not necessarily a romantic third party, although I do have some things that are kind of insinuating it may have been. 9 of Cups right behind that, another singles energy. To me, the 2 singles energies in tarot are the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. I've got them both right here for your person. This is about being emotionally single. It's also a card of wish fulfillment. So, it could be a case that your person was doing something they probably shouldn't have and acting single when they may not have been. And I think their wish fulfillment here is to get another opportunity to correct that. So let's take a look at the clarifiers here. We got the 4 of Swords, Death, and there's that Queen of Cups again. 4 of Swords, I've got this out here on the table from both decks. We've already seen it a couple of times. This is Libra energy, taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break, going inside to do some healing. And do some healing, to do some thinking about what to do moving forward from here, trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here after the heartbreak, after they've been single. We have Death next, which is the Scorpio Major Arcana card. This is usually an ending to something. This is something that's like a massive, probably painful transformation process here. If you think about when a caterpillar goes into a cocoon, it comes out of that cocoon and it's not a caterpillar anymore. The caterpillar actually dies in that cocoon and it's transformed into something else. When it comes out, it is a beautiful butterfly. So it's one of those cases where even though you're going through something very painful and, not fun, you come out the other side better than you were before you came in. So I'm hoping that's what the case is here. I think your person is healing something and doing some transformation here. The final clarifier we have for this 9 of Pentacles is the Queen of Cups. Again, the Cancer card. Seen this one twice already. It's the shared energy between the 2 of you here. This tells me that they still have a lot of love and emotions for you here. Even after what happened, even after an ending, even after a tower, after the heartbreaking situation that took place, still a lot of love and emotions for you. Still probably looking for a way to not be single anymore and to transform this so that they can pour their love and emotions back into you. The center card for their energy here in September 2022, Cancer, is the 7 of Wands. This is Leo energy. This is a card about being walled off and defensive, but it's about like trying to defend their position on something or defend their stance on something or trying to fight for what it is that they believe in, fight for what they desire, fight for this connection. Tell me more about this 7 of Wands, please. Why is this here for Cancer's person in September 2022? One flip in the deck here. What do we got? Nice. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords. This is either Aquarius energy or Gemini energy. This is a decision-making energy, but it's someone who is an emotionally detached decision maker. This is someone who's smart, who's logical, analytical. Sometimes it's someone who can seem like cold and calculated, like they don't have any emotions. It's not that they don't have emotions. The King of Swords is just, they don't use their emotions when they make their decisions. They are looking only at the truth and the facts of the matter. They're looking at what's right in front of them and trying to make the best, most logical, most rational decision available based on what they can see right in front of them. Like I said, though, this can sometimes come off as someone who feels like cold and calculated, like they don't have emotions. Definitely the case, because I have the Eight of Cups right behind that. Pisces energy of emotional detachment or physical detachment, like emotionally detaching, physically walking away. This is someone who's walking away from 8 full cups of love, and they're making the very difficult decision to do that because they think that there's something better out there for them. A lot of times this can be a case of like, is the grass greener on the other side of the fence? Well, they think it might be, so they have to go off and look to see if it is greener on the other side of the fence. So what they usually find out when the truth and the facts are right in front of them is that the grass is not greener on the other side of the fence. It's greener where you water and nurture it. And a lot of times this type of a person will try to come back. And then you'll see them doing things like trying to fight for the connection. And now suddenly I'm willing to move forward with this and put the work in on it and try to get back to what we had before. I think right now, though, they're probably still a little bit defensive because they don't know what to do here. This Eight of Swords is Gemini energy. It's thinking about something over and over and over again on this repeating loop in their mind, and then feeling stuck and trapped and blocked because they can't see. They're not sure what the safe move to make is here. They don't want to make a mistake and make something worse. So they're thinking about it and they're stuck in their head about it. I think they're stuck in their head about being single. We've already seen this Nine of Pentacles as the first card in their energy. Now we've got it here again, singles energy. To clarify this Seven of Swords, we have Justice, the Ten of Pentacles, oh hey, and the Fool. This one is probably an important card. It jumps out of my hands and lands right on you, Cancer, the Queen of Cups. Justice is the Libra Major Arcana card, most powerful card of balance. It's about trying to do the right, fair, just thing. Balance the situation now, using this sword to cut away something that's not in balance so balance can be restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. What's supposed to happen can happen. Laying directly next to that is this Four of Swords. Taking a pause, trying to figure out how to balance this out, what to do moving forward to balance this out, to fight for this connection and get it back. Next, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is more Virgo energy. This is most people's goal in the physical 3D reality. This is maximum stability, maximum abundance, maximum prosperity. We saw that Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck when I looked at your energy, the seed that has the potential to grow into this. This can be the combining together of 2 people or 2 families, all their assets and resources into one to make that stable, happy, abundant home life that we all want. I also have in the shared energy affecting you both the Ten of Cups. Most people's goal in relationships and love, most people's goal in the physical world. So we do have the potential here to have it all. It looks like that's probably what's supposed to happen. And both cards that would tell me like this is what's supposed to happen, got them both right here. Very first clarifier for you, the very first clarifier for their central energy for them. Something has changed here, probably in terms of how they're looking at the connection or in terms of how they're looking at like combining together here. This whole concept of being single and independent and doing things on their own seems important to your person. I've seen this Nine of Pentacles as their first card in their energy, which is always the most important. And then, hey, take this however it resonates, but the first card in your energy, Cancer, is control or being controlling or trying to like figure out how to put together the plan to get what I want and then execute that plan to get what I want. And that doesn't really mesh very well with this independent kind of an energy. So that could have caused some sort of a problem here at some point in the past. Final card to clarify this Seven of Wands is the Fool, the very first card of the major arcana, the very first card of the tarot deck. That 0 represents absolutely nothing and the potential for everything all at the same time. At its core, this card is about just taking the blind leap of faith on something. It's about not needing to know what all the steps are from beginning to end before they take the first step, not needing to know what the final outcome is going to be before they take the first step. It's about saying, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to jump off the cliff, and I'll worry about how to grow wings on my way down. I'll figure this out as I move along. Now, sometimes this can represent risk-taking type behavior, as in taking a risk outside of the connection. That could be the unfair, unjust thing that took place here. It could have been your person was acting single when they weren't single, kind of got emotionally detached, got stuck in their head about something. Yeah, got stuck in their head about being single and independent, had a lot of fear, worry, and anxiety about that. A lot of fear, worry, and anxiety about this Emperor energy that's showing up first for you. It could just be a case where your person felt like being in a commitment, being together, eliminated some aspect of their sovereignty or some aspect of their independence and what they feel like that means. And then they got stuck in their head and got emotionally detached and possibly did some dumb stuff. But it looks like at this point they're ready to right the ship, right the wrong that happened, and fight for what they want, fight for this connection. The final card for your person here in September 2022, Cancer, Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning in passion and desire, or sometimes this can represent, just like this Ace of Cups, starting over at the beginning in terms of passion and desire, re-sparking the passion, re-sparking the desire in this connection, re-sparking the connection itself. Again, the overall energy is healing something, like having the hope that it can be healed, trying to figure out what to do, what actions to take to heal this after there was some sort of a tower, after there was some sort of a painful transformation, painful transition period. So tell me more about this Ace of Wands, please. Why is the Ace of Wands here for Cancer's person in September 2022? This one's screaming at me, so I'm going to take it too. Bottom of the deck. 3 of Swords. Libra energy. Heartbreak and sadness from a third energy. This could be telling me a couple of different things. This could be telling me about when they sparked up some passionate new thing with some new person. I don't see a 6 of Cups out here, so that would tell me it's probably someone actually new, not someone that they were previously with. Got a couple of cards out here that would indicate that, if that's what took place in your situation. It could be that they're heartbroken and sad because of what happened between the two of you, and they're looking for a way to re-spark this connection. I think that might be the case. I've got the Lovers right under this 3 of Swords, Gemini energy. This is the major arcana version of this 2 of Cups Cancer energy that we have here for you, this love connection. This is a very powerful love connection, like soulmate type energy here. This is divine feminine, divine masculine on the same card, divine counterparts. For me, this usually represents 2 people that are probably supposed to be together. And like I said already, I've got 2 cards out here that would indicate, you know, what's supposed to happen happening, doing the right, fair, just thing. So what's supposed to happen can happen. A lot of times though, like a long time ago, before this was called the Lovers, this card was called the Choice. So it can represent some sort of a choice in the love connection here, in a powerful love connection like this. And I've got the Page of Swords right behind that. Notice he's looking to the past and either communicating about this connection, communicating about the heartbreak and sadness of not being in this connection, or wanting to re-spark this connection. Could just be trying to figure out what to do about the heartbreak and sadness that's in the way of this love connection, and how do we re-spark this. To clarify this Ace of Wands for your person, Cancer, we got the 10 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the 6 of Wands. This Ten of Wands is Sagittarius energy. This is a heavy burden that's being carried here. Now it is a 10, and in tarot, 10s are completions. So this can represent the completion of a heavy burden being carried. In other words, getting to the spot finally where we can lay this burden of this heartbreak in our connection down and move forward without it. Next, I have the King of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy. Sometimes it can be Taurus energy. There are two people that work together as equals to build that Ten of Pentacles that's right here next to this card in your person's central energy here. This combining together of two people or two families into one. The King and the Queen of Pentacles work together as equals to build that Ten of Pentacles. So it's looking like your person is finally showing up. It looks like they had some sort of a transformation take place. They figured something out. They're trying to right a wrong. They're carrying the burden of the heartbreak and the sadness of whatever happened in this connection. And it looks like they're finally showing up present in it now. I think part of the burden that they're carrying, though, is that they know they caused pain and sadness in this connection. I don't think they've fully figured out what to do about that with this Page of Swords, but then I have a Page of Cups next, which is communications, news, messages about love and emotions. It can also represent an apology being delivered to you, or just communicating their feelings, expressing their feelings to you. 2 pages in a row, though. I do see that Hermit energy here on your side, which tells me that we probably aren't communicating, at least not the same as they used to. If that is the case, I would look for that to start happening sometime soon. Next, we have this Queen of Swords, which is Libra energy. This is about speaking the truth on something. It's also an energy of cutting off the things and the people that are no longer in your person's best interest, that no longer serve them. A lot of times this would represent a breakup, like the severing of a connection, the severing in a relationship. Looks like we definitely had something like that going on, but your person does still have a lot of love and emotions for you. Looks like they're trying to move forward in this love connection and advance it with you. They're willing to put the work in. Like I said, it looks like they're finally showing up present the way they're supposed to be, showing up finally as a king and not these 2 pages that we see a little bit farther down in the underlying energy here. So that's looking okay. Ultimately trying to heal this connection and get to this 10 of Cups, this happy fairy tale ending that they seem to want. Final clarifier for your person's Ace of Wands is the 6 of Wands. This is more Leo energy. This is a card of recognition, about your person either being recognized for something, or much more likely them recognizing something, them coming to some sort of a recognition themselves. It's probably some sort of a transformation they went through where they recognize something about being single or independent, or what they did wrong here, recognizing that they caused heartbreak and sadness, recognizing that the way they acted probably is what caused the severing in this connection. That Queen of Swords is laying right next to the Fool, which is laying right next to the Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. So it could be a case where they had a Libra or an air sign or someone on the side, and I don't know exactly what that's trying to tell me. Maybe they're worried and carrying the burden of the heartbreak, worried that they're going to run into this Queen of Swords and then not be able to heal this connection and put it back together with you. Might be worried that they're a little bit too late in being willing to put the work in to advance this. But they have definitely recognized something, and whatever it is that they've recognized here is going to allow them to move forward in success and victory. So that's actually looking pretty good. It looks like everything's starting to line up in a way that's leading you guys back together. It's just a matter of you exercising your free will and deciding on if that's what you actually want or not. Now, if you still have questions you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Cancer love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.